We continue to follow breaking news tonight. Former Governor George Ryan has died.
He spent 35 years in Illinois politics, rising from the Illinois House all the way to a barrier-breaking term as governor. It ended with a corruption scandal. WGN's Julian Cruz joining us now more with Ryan's complex legacy. Julian.
That's right, Micah and Ray, good evening. George Ryan Jr., the late governor's son, telling us a short while ago that his father died peacefully this afternoon, surrounded by family here in their Kankakee home where he had been receiving hospice care. Ryan, so widely admired and appreciated here in his hometown of Kankakee, and neighbors sharing their memories of the former Illinois governor.
Our condolences are with the entire family.
Neighbor David Harmon remembering George Ryan's big personality.
He was always great with the kids in the neighborhood. On Halloween, he'd be on his porch passing out candy.
The gruff, booming voice, part of George Ryan's appeal.
Needless to say, I am disappointed in the outcome.
Ryan elected 5 times to the Illinois House from 1973 to 1983, becoming lieutenant governor and later secretary of state from 1983 to 1999 before winning election as the 39th governor of Illinois.
Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. How are you this morning?
A 2006 corruption conviction on racketeering, bribery, and money laundering charges, sending George Ryan to the federal penitentiary for 5 years.
I am absolutely not guilty of those charges.
The scandal that put him in prison revolving around the illegal sale of commercial driver's license, the alleged scheme part of a political fundraising effort when Ryan was Secretary of State. An unqualified truck driver who illegally paid to get his license involved in a deadly 1994 accident, 6 children burned to death in a minivan. But historians say there were other facets to the complicated Republican governor who took the politically courageous decision to declare a moratorium on the death penalty, commuting the death sentences of 167 death row inmates, forming a special commission to study the problem of wrongful convictions in Illinois. Then there's Ryan's historic face-to-face with Cuban dictator Fidel Castro, Ryan leading a delegation of top Illinois business leaders to the island in 1999, hoping to boost the shipment of Illinois grains to Havana, food shipments to Cuba at the time exempt from the U.S. embargo. The visit was the first time a sitting U.S. governor traveled to Cuba in half a century. His many friends back home in Kankakee marveling at his exploits.
We all admired him.
Neighbors who have known the Ryan family since the 70s, remembering the qualities that made the former governor special.
I think he was a good listener, and that's why he decided to do the death penalty, because he had talked to these prisoners, and decided so. And that's what I think was great about him.
Family members telling me tonight that the precise location of next week's wake is still being worked out, but that the funeral service will be held Thursday at Asbury United Methodist Church in Kankakee. Julian Cruz, WGN News.